Logon.
That's right, DJ Logon. Big up yourself, youth. Now it's time for another episode of Red Stripe Beer Love. I'm your host, Garth, the resident certified beer advisor here at Red Stripe.
And I'm his co-host, Ashley, resident Bear Bay.
That's right, Ashley. Today you're drinking Dragon, another national treasure just like Red Stripe.
Because it's over 100 years old.
That's right, that's a century enough history of the bottle there, you know. Well, not that particular bottle, but by now we all know that the process of making beer is called brewing, right? Now, beer is typically brewed with 4 ingredients: malt, water, hops, and yeast.
Okay.
But how does it all come together? Well, that's what we'll be discussing today. But first, let's ask some people about their favorite beers, what's in them, and what they know about how it's made.
Okay, my favorite beer, I only have one. It's Heineken.
My favorite beer are Red Stripe beer, Guinness, and Dragon Stout.
For me, it's a sorrel beer. Now, when again I may probably mix it up with some melon, but definitely sorrel for me.
What's in it? I'd assume alcohol, not too much, just the right amount.
A barley them use and make it. It with alcohol.
Cassava and alcohol.
These beer love stories are brought to you by the Beer Love Academy.
Garth, what do we need to know about brewing beer?
It's a lot, but we're going to keep it simple. Now, there's been a lot of innovation in beer, but the most popular sort of grain for beer is barley. Now, the grain or other raw product is then washed and malted.
So, like Malta?
Not quite. Malting is where grains are soaked into germination and then the sprouts are dried, right? The drying results in a mixture which is called Pilsner malt, and that is then roasted or smoked.
Fun fact.
Okay.
In Bamberg, Germany, brewers still apply the craft of smoking malt. So, Garth, what is next?
All right, so the first thing that the brewer does to prepare a new batch of beer, right, is to crush the dried grains in a process called milling. Now, cassava starch, which has actually replaced high fructose corn syrup in Red Stripe and Dragon, is then added at a temperature of 149 degrees Fahrenheit to release a lot of fermentable sugars.
Okay.
Sweet, right? Now, these sugars give the beer a full and sweet taste.
The liquid called wort is then boiled in a kettle.
That's right. A lot of people didn't know that boiling is involved in the process of brewing. So during boiling, hops are slowly added. Now, hops give beer its bitter taste and also acts as a preservative.
Okay.
Now, through boiling, the beer gets fuller and heavier. And depending on the temperature and boiling time, different types of beer can be brewed.
Okay, another fun fact.
You've got a lot of them.
The first beer can also be called young beer.
Wait, no man, you know your thing, right?
What do you mean?
The cooled wort is transported to the fermenter where yeast is added to transform the sugar into carbon dioxide,
Nice.
alcohol, and aromas. The sugar content of the wort eventually determines the alcohol content of the beer.
Okay,
Now,
fun fact.
go on.
Sometimes the hops is added after for higher alcohol content.
And then comes lagering. Now, that is like ripening the young beer that you talked about earlier, right? The beer is then stored in closed containers and left alone at low temperatures for a week or more, depending on the brew.
Okay.
Right now, most beers are filtered before they're bottled. And during filtering, yeast is removed, and what is left is a transparent beer. The beer is packaged in bottles, cans, or kegs, and that ensures that the beer is well protected against light and oxygen. And of
Nice.
course, any extra yeast is then removed.
Cool. And as usual, guess what we have?
A giveaway?
Yes, I thought you were going to say fun fact, a giveaway. You are indeed correct. All you have to do is be one of the first 2 persons to comment on this post with the correct answer to this question. So the question is, what is wort?
I know.
It's not for you.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, if you've been paying attention, put your answer in the comments. And we'll see you when next we see you. And as always, for the love of beer, drink and live responsibly. Must be 18 years and older.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Everybody feel the vibe, 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 vibe. Everybody feel the vibe.